Bugsy, can you make a noise?
I'm live, by the way.
Really?
Hi, hello. Welcome, guys. Bugsy, stop. Hello, how are you guys? I just decided to randomly start a stream in the middle of the night. I don't know why. I just wanted to try this out. And if nothing, it is what it is. Hello, welcome. I know I just did a recent stream, but I don't know. It's a different time for some of you guys, so. Yeah, these are comic goldfish. And yeah, just gonna see how many of you guys actually get this notification for this. I'm kind of sleepy, so. Yep. That's what time it is actually for me. So, like 2 something. I think it's around 2:30, something like that. I'm usually up around this time though. It's like 2:30 here, something like that. He is in his enclosure, my ball python. Pie ball pythons, yeah, those are cool. Those are like the one that I actually want to get, but they're too pricey. They're way too pricey. I don't know why they cost so much, because they make so many now, but it is what it is. I see a lot of them at Repticon. I have a basic ball python. Mine looks pretty much basic. He's called a fireball python, but he's really weird looking. I mean, not weird looking, normal looking. How do you train a mouse to not poop on you? I don't think you can. They're smart, but they're not like that. You can train them to like poop in a certain spot in their cage though. Same thing goes for rats. Not really at this time. But I explained like all of that in my last video. For, yep, $500. They're pretty, but they're way too expensive. You never know. Might be like a one-time thing. Or maybe it was another pet store. Yeah, I definitely miss them. Like, I would like my original rats back. Like, that's why I miss them. Like, I don't want new rats, I just want my same rats. My ball python is yellow belly. Mother was default and father was a banana. The weirdest thing is it looks like a food default, but when you flip them over, it has a banana yellow belly. That's pretty interesting. Honestly, I got mine because he was pretty cheap. And I didn't want exactly a normal ball python, but he was really cheap, so he wasn't a normal ball python, but he was cheap, so I wanted to get him for that reason. I have 2 rats now, Phoebe and Oreo. Oh, that's cute. All our fish tanks once a week. Sometimes I go a while though, and usually I don't have any nitrate problems in my tank or anything like that. And you just have to test your tanks a lot. As long as you test them and make sure that the water's good, that's when you know if you need to do a water change or not. Like, it's good to do once a week anyways, but if, let's say, you got busy or you went about, like, over a week or so without doing a water change, you could always test it. I like the fish behind you. Thank you. These are our comets. This is everything here is just comets. Like, they're all comets or, normal type goldfish, but they're not like the fat goldfish, fancy goldfish. The fancy goldfish are in the bottom tank. And we just have 2 right now, so. Next time we'll probably clean it a bit better. Because you guys probably can't see it because it's not that high quality on the video, but like we have a lot of algae in here. We really need to get like a second light like we do here, like the same light up here, because it makes it even brighter. I had some big Oscar fish. We have Oscars, we just don't show them. I knew they got big, but I didn't know they got that big. Those are massive. Some goldfish get bigger than this though, like much bigger. Pearl is just our biggest one because she ate a lot throughout her life. Like, she's been like a really good eater. So that's basically why she got big. All the rest of the fish just ate at like a normal rate. So it's the only reason why she's big. Yeah, it's just about eating. But unfortunately, like with fancy goldfish, like they can't really eat too much. Like these guys can eat a lot, but fancy goldfish can't eat too much at a time because they get all kinds of problems. So, because their bodies are compact. But these guys have like a long body, so it's easier for them to digest everything and everything goes smoothly. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but my dad has a snake that hisses every time you put him back in the cage, but when you pick him back up, he stops. And that's pretty normal, actually. There's been times when my ball python just kind of like, every now and then, just for like randomly, He's hissed at me, and then I pick him up, and then he just doesn't do it. It's not anything to worry about. Sometimes ball pythons just do that, even if they're tame. Like, an untamed ball python will actually try to bite you, like strike at you. So, but if it's just like a tiny little hiss, it just means like I don't feel like being touched at the moment. By the way, you guys, sometimes these fish splash water, so I could get water splashed on me and the camera at any time. Just saying. I love your goldfish there. Is that a large comet? Yeah, the largest one is Pearl back there. She's the biggest one. She's our biggest girl. I don't know if I can kind of show you guys. It's hard to... But, like, this is my hand. She's basically as big as my hand. Yeah, she's like... You see? I am tired. I mean, it is nighttime, so... I don't know if he... I think he is in his tree now. Yeah. He's in his tree now, but my Cresty was out. And then my tarantula is in this cage here. And then below that, we have... Below here is where I keep all my bettas in the divided tank. What size tank are they in? Just your standard 40. The funny thing is 40, it looks big in my room, but like when I see it in the pet stores, it looks small. Like it's not as big as I thought it was. Have you ever had or thought of having a betta sorority tank? Yeah, I have actually. I thought about it quite a few times. I have fish and a gecko. Ooh, what kind of fish do you have? And rats. I don't know if I'll get around to it, but tomorrow, which is technically today, but I'm saying tomorrow because the day hasn't really started, but tomorrow I'm going to try to work on this one video I have about goldfish. So I've been meaning to make it for a while, so. Oh, you're not kind? You don't know what kind they are? A good beginner one are like, I think mollies, not mollies, claddies are really good. I like them. I had this platy one time that I thought lived for a long time, and it turns out he didn't. He just got replaced. Which made me kind of sad, but it was also kind of funny. Like I thought he had lived for a year. I think that particular platy still lived a pretty good, like, long life, because when I got it, I think it was already an adult, so it probably was already 2 years old. At least it was fully grown. So, but yeah. I've had Molly. Yeah, I've had Mollies. Though now I have guppies. Oh, I see. Thank you, AJ Squad. Swordtails. I like swordtails. I've had a few of those in the past. Yeah, we've had Pearl. I think Pearl's the big white comet. We've had her for years. I think we've had her for like over 3 years, I want to say. I'm not totally sure, but she's been around for a long time. The tank at the bottom is our fancy goldfish tank. We have Pletcos in there, or I think 1 Pletco at least. I think it's 2 Pletcos, I'm not sure. But we do have 2 fancy goldfish down there that are new. And these are all the comets, or all the, non-fancies. See, we have these guys here. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this one's pretty close size to Pearl. That one probably comes in second. You have Phoebe. Oh, you said that was one of your mice or something, right? Are there any pets that you haven't currently got but want? Yeah, there's quite a few. I still have that dream lizard that I'm probably never going to get because it requires so much. But, where did you find the white comet? I think we got her a long time ago from, I want to say maybe Walmart, but I don't really know. Either way, though, we got her from, like, some crappy pet store or something. Or supermarket, who knows. Yeah, the Uromastyx. She was a regular, she's like, even though she's big and white, she was just one of those regular gold comet type goldfish that you see. Like, all the regular gold comets that you see, like, in the aquatic section at Petco or PetSmart or Walmart, like, all those places have regular gold little goldfish. But she was one of those, but then she got really big and she turned completely white. So she looked nothing like this when she was a baby. She just looked like a basic, like, goldfish. Thank you, AJ Squad. Right now we have 2 red-capped orandas. One of them, we're trying to grow them out right now, but one of them isn't growing that much, but the other is somewhat, so. My goldfish used to be almost completely black, and now he's almost completely white. No black whatsoever, just little orange and white. Yeah, fish in general just change colors. Like, bettas will change color, goldfish will change color. The only fish I've had, I don't think I've ever had a molly change color that I can remember. I've had a lot of mollies in my life, and I don't remember any of them ever changing color, so, yeah. We just have a regular aqua clear. Hang on back. No dogs. No. We just have cats right now. 3 cats. What do Uromastyx lizards need that you couldn't provide? There's so much. For starters, like, honestly, they kind of need to be in a really large tank, and it's not because of any specific, like they don't need exactly space. They need a gradient that they can work with. Like, Uromastyx, the reason why they need large tanks is because they live in very, 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 very hot, like a very hot climate. They live in Saudi Arabia, in the hottest parts of the desert. So they have to have a very hot tank, basically, but they need to have a gradient. So, like, they need to be able to go to a very hot side and then a very cool side. And it's a mess. There's no way I could provide that here. So I need to be able to, like, have a really good heating going on. So yeah, they need a large, really large, at least, like, I would say, like, maybe a 40 gal, but really I would aim for even bigger than a 40 gal. but I say like 40 gal is like the minimum. Because it sounds crazy because they're not even as big as a bearded dragon, but if you can imagine like how hot it is, you can't put that in a very small tank. Like they would just, you know. So with bearded dragons, it's a little different. The heat that they need isn't as hot as the Uromastyx, but Uromastyx are definitely a different type of lizard. Like a lot of people, a lot of people don't really know much about them. Like you see a lot of people who have different types of reptiles, but Uromastyx are not usually on the list. And I feel like they're such an underrated reptile because they're so cute. I technically like them more than bearded dragons, but like I said, they're just very underrated. And I like that the way they look is beautiful. Their tails are like, it looks like a racket. Like, how do I explain it? It looks like a weapon of some sort. And they do actually use that tail. They don't bite you. They use that tail to hit you when they feel threatened. And I already always loved Uromastyx, but it totally grew a lot more after I saved that one Uromastyx from death at the pet shop that I worked at. So I don't know if you guys saw that video, but I have a video about me saving a Uromastyx who was gonna die if I didn't save him. But I didn't know much about Uromastyx. I went home and researched as much as I could, and I tried it out. I didn't know if it was gonna work, but I just tried giving him a whole new setup, new heating, everything, and new diet and everything, and he ended up just like getting better and better every day. So, but that's kind of what made me like want